But those are the two workaholic players that...
Well, Riera does. I mean, I think he's got great mobility, gets up and down the field. I don't see Matic quite in that role. What Matic gives you is he's an intelligent player. He holds a good position. He gives good protection in front of the two central defenders, but he doesn't get around the pitch well enough.
And what he also does, he slows the game down, because he's not the most athletic, Matic. Same at Chelsea, he slows the game down. So if you're playing in a high-tempo team, you can't carry somebody like that. You need somebody in there who's quick on the ball, pass and move, sees a picture early.
In a few months' time, Alex Iwobi always brings energy, and Lacazette's touch wasn't very good. It's a run from Iwobi that Lacazette applauded.
Switch the ball out to that left-hand side. Iwobi is a good runner with the ball. So he's trying to pick anybody out, just playing it into a dangerous area.
Pogba cut a path through the middle. But love to be and can be so effective. He is the Arsenal leading scorer with draw a defender in. Just ran into him in the end. And he's up for offside. There's a problem. There's a kick on the calf.
Just twisted it there. I think he's intimating to the referee, just as he lands maybe here. Yeah, just on that left ankle.
Like all of us, had a chance to play at it, whether that's an injury he's had before that has come back and he knows the consequences of it, the time on the treatment table. Gives the Manchester United coach himself, Kieran McKenna there, closest to Ashley Young. Sure had to work to get to that, but he did. They couldn't move. And so too is Iwobi. Could have fizzed it across towards Aubameyang to side the goal. Romero got plenty behind it and hung on.
This is where Arsenal are at their best. Never passing in and around the box. Great movement from Lacazette. Just lays it off into that bit of space.
Lacazette again. If he comes across, Lukaku coming into the middle, the ball doesn't quite get to him. That's for Kolasinac. They want to stop him on his left foot. It's a lovely ball for Alexis Sanchez, who goes round Cech and puts it into the net and scores for Manchester United against his old club at his former home on his return to the team. It's a goal that will be reviewed as to, I guess, an offside call, but it was put away with great expertise. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. United are in again here with Lukaku. With Lingard, time to take a touch, time to score. 2-0 for the team from Old Trafford, and Lukaku has made both of them. One for Sanchez, one for Lingard. They've hit Arsenal with both barrels.
Well, we've got to give credit to Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for playing Romelu Lukaku on that right-hand side. Why does Koscielny try and step up to play offside here? There he goes, tries to step up, just defend the space. And from that moment on, 3 versus 2, it was always going to be trouble for Arsenal.
Lacazette is still down in the middle. Kolasinac. Out by Shaw. Lacazette, well, he actually went out. Somebody could have told him. He could have turned then. Eyes in the back of his head, and no one went with him.
The Hurst move, he was just going to flick it down the corner, but Ashley Young was just standing in the space. You're right, like you said.
A hefty wage. Ramsey, and Aubameyang gets one back. It's just what Arsenal needed with half-time approaching. Coming in at the right place at the right time. They were almost overloading the Manchester United defence in front of Romero there, and it was just a matter of who was going to tap it in. Aubameyang did.
Well, that's where the threat's been, down that left hand.
United. Maitland-Niles has done well, and it's lost a bit of their shape now. All the room for Aubameyang. Not able to be quite as precise with the final ball. Luke Shaw got lost from the left-back position.
He makes a tackle there, and the ball's just played straight back in behind him for Aubameyang. He's a bit unlucky, Luke Shaw.
Getting angled for the cross, which he's done. And the header from Mustafi. It's wide. But a good finish to a very good first half from the neutral perspective. A good finish for Arsenal, who got the goal back through Aubameyang's tap-in. Alexis Sanchez with a happy return to a stadium he knows only too well with the opening goal for Manchester.
أرسنال أو مانشستر التعادل قريب والكرة بعيدة. روميرو، يونغ، شو، بايلي، ليندولف، ماتيتش، إيريرا، بوجبا، لينغارد، سانشيز، لوكاكو. تشكيلة المتقدم المانشستراوي. أرسنال الرائع. بيتر تشيك، نينيس، كولاسيناك، كوسيني، ثم مصطفي. بدأ كرة والتوزيع على القائم الثاني خطيرة والرأسية ترجع منطقة الستة أمتار. عنده طبعا الرائع والهداف ماركوس راتشو. ثيفة في سيف نعربيين. ممتاز بوجبا، يمشي بوجبا فما يوم يسجل لمانشستر اللي عنده الشانس الثالث من روميلو. بول سيب يا بول شيك، سيب يا بول شيك، سيب يا بول وربح خطأ بول بوجبا. اقتلها بوجبا، مررها لها الكرة قلقت منه وهو قلق منها. يا ديني سيبني، يا ديني اعطيني، حط الكرة يا بول بوجبا. هز راسه، هز شفرته، هز غمسته، تلعب كرة يا بوجبا. سانشيز ايضا يضرب مليح، يمشي روميلو، يمشي الشوط. روميلو وين يا روميلو؟ مانشستر من جهة يانغ معظم الحملات الهجومية لفريق أرسنال. خطأ أو تتوقف المباراة. قتلوا ايش قربك للدب، ايش قربك للدب. شوف الكرة، شوف الكرة. اوب كوسياني ان شاء الله لاباس. روميلو هنات لعب نصر حسين داي. محمود قندوز كان مدافع غول بين غوسي. قندوزي يلعب الكرة فماش تسلل. اوباميونغ وفما راس ترجع من الدفاع والكرة. اوباميونغ اوبا حط الكرة يضرب رمسي والكرة. توريرا يمشي، توريرا على القائم الثاني خطيرة وفرصة والدفاع. مسعود يرجع اوبا، يمشي اوباميونغ. 31 خشينا برشا، الثالثة بنينة واللغة ولكن من قارة أخرى. 1 و2 أندر وفيها خطأ. يقعد في الرواق أيضا الأروقة. لينغارد، مارسيي، ترجع كرة بالراس، كرة العالية خذاها فريق والتسديد الحارس خذاها فريق مانشستر وامتياز لروميرو من جديد. مباراة تذكرنا بلقاء توتنهام قبل فيه برشا لاعب فريق مانشستر. مباراة كبيرة الحقيقة من أرسنال، مباراة كبيرة. بوجبا ويحط الكرة والثالث اسباسيال مارسيال يلعب لعبه، يوري لعبه، يظهر في وقته، ياخذ وقته، يسعد بوقته، يغرم في وقته، مغروم بوقته ويسجل الثالث ليصبح نجم وقت.
They want to stop him on his left foot. It's a lovely ball for Alexis Sanchez, who goes round Cech and puts it into the net and scores for Manchester United against his old club at his former home on his return to the team. It's a goal that will be reviewed as to, I guess, an offside call, but it was put away with great expertise. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. United are in again here with Lukaku. With Lingard, time to take a touch, time to score. 2-0 for the team from Old Trafford, and Lukaku has made both of them. One for Sanchez, one for Lingard. They've hit Arsenal with both barrels.
Well, we've got to give credit to Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for playing Romelu Lukaku on that right-hand side. Why does Koscielny try and step up to play offside here? There he goes, tries to step up, just defend the space. And from that moment on, 3 versus 2, it was always going to be trouble for Arsenal.
Hefty wage. Ramsey. And Aubameyang gets one back. It's just what Arsenal needed with half-time approaching. Coming in at the right place at the right time. They were almost overloading the Manchester United defence in front of Romero there, and it was just a matter of who was going to tap it in. Aubameyang did.
Well, that's where the threat's been, down that left.
بوجبا ويحط الكرة والثالث اسباسيال مارسيال يلعب لعبه، يوري لعبه، يظهر في وقته، ياخذ وقته، يسعد بوقته، يغرم في وقته، مغروم بوقته، ويسجل الثالث ليصبح نجم وقته.